Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new episode. My name is Caroline, and my today's guest is Gillian Sneddon, and I'm so happy that you are here. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well, Caroline. Thanks for inviting me on. I'm so honoured to be here. It's such a privilege to finally come on your podcast because I've watched a lot of them and I've been so inspired, and I've always got lots of nuggets of wisdom from everybody. Everybody you've connected with has been so fabulous.
Oh, thank you for saying this and saying yes to our interview. I'm so excited now to learn more about you, and I'm not prepared at all. You see, we let the cat in before and we adjusted everything. So I would like to introduce you to the audience, but first I want to mention where we met. And we met in person last year. It was incredible that we did this. And now I learned that you are a book author. Can you tell us more about you and your project?
Yeah. So my book was inspired by my son. A matter of months after I had him, I decided I would like to write him a book. At the time, I was writing peekaboo books, and I thought, could I write something like this? But I wanted to teach him a message, like something that was really important to me. And I've been a follower of Louise L. Hay for a couple of decades, and I decided I wanted to write him a book with some sort of love message in it. So the book was written in a way that he is a little ray of sunshine on every page. And then there's 2 pages at the back dedicated to love. So basically, the child at night always gets told they're loved through a teddy bear. And then there's a lovely love heart baby book mirror that also has a couple of nice love affirmations that the baby or child can say into the mirror, or if they're a baby, they're just repeating it in whatever you say in their head into the mirror. And so it's going deep into their unconscious. So it was a book to make him feel loved, adored and cherished. And when I was going through the pandemic, because that's when I got my first copy, like I just kept on getting these messages that it was a book for the world's children. Like it just wasn't just for my son, because I originally just made it for my son, and I wasn't sure like if I was really going to do anything with it. But I just kept on getting this message, so I thought, okay, I'll maybe try and I just knew I probably needed more training. Like there's a lot more things than to an author, and that's why we met originally in Napoleon Hill Institute, because obviously it teaches you leadership and teaches you all the other things that you maybe need to know as an author. So yeah, that's how the book came about, Caroline.
Oh, that's so great that you mentioned this. And I came across your book also on in your TikTok videos, right? You show the book and a little bit of the content there. It's amazing. So my question would be, what inspired you to write the book? And in general, you said your son, and what else inspires you?
What else inspires me? Well, that love inspires me. It's people who I love, but it's also places and organisations, like that are doing massive amounts of good on the planet. People who are doing massive amounts of good on the planet. Obviously, I watched both my parents, and they were both good-hearted. So they really inspired me. And like institutions, Procter Gallagher, Napoleon Hill Institute, Tony Robbins, all his franchisees. I mean, they're all doing, I just look at them in awe because they're all doing massive amounts of good. And I think in a way, I've always wanted to kind of do similar things, like something like that. So it's I either I love the person, or I love what they're doing on the planet. And just humanitarians in general, even people like Keanu Reeves, he just gives all his money away because he cares more about people than money. So humanitarians are really like inspired by humanitarians. But just in general, it could be just anybody that I meet. I just think if I see it, they're doing massive amounts of good. I'm just like, wow, they're just. I just want to be more like that.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing this. And this reminds me of our mutual mentors like Bob Proctor, Napoleon Hill, you mentioned them, and also that you wanted to, can one say, emulate them or doing the same. And they always share like, if I can do it, you can do it too, and then to have the courage and step out of your comfort zone and writing a book, sharing it with the world. So amazing. Thank you so much. My next question, how do you inspire other people? Of course, through your books. So are there other books planned, and what is it?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to inspire, obviously with my book, just to help children feel loved, adored and cherished. And I also thought the love message, it may help traumatised children because it's reconnecting them back to love. And through the mirror work, it's the love messages are going deep into their unconscious. So I always thought that might be like a market for it. And how do I inspire others? I think it's words. The two things that I've made, a book and hypnotherapy CDs, I love words. I'm passionate about words, and I hope my words inspire. Also, I like having a sense of humour. I think that inspires as well. People sometimes say I've got really funny perspectives on things when my sense of humour comes out. And compassion. I think just generally, if you're a good person, you kind of inspire people. And I've always classed myself as being a good person. And creativity, I love creativity. So I hope I inspire through my creativity and my want to just help the planet in some way through my books, or I've got a couple of hypnotherapy CDs still on Amazon Music. They might help people. I think things like that, Caroline, probably.
Oh, I love that so much. Thank you. I feel inspired now. So it worked. And my next question is, what are your gifts and talents?
I suppose I think it is my words, maybe my wisdom, compassion, caring. I think it's like when you mix like a mixture of qualities all together, it's just maybe just like a nice combination that inspires.
Yes, it is inspiring. And yesterday I had a conversation with the lady. She told me we have the responsibility to share our gifts and talents with the world. So how can we do this more on a day-to-day basis? This is the question I asked myself. What would you say? What are you doing every day to share this unique gifts?
Yeah, well, I always have a good word for everybody. I mean, I always try and if I'm going out, I'll always talk to the checkout assistant and just say something lovely to them. Just something that I see, or or try and make them laugh, or I think it's always just I put my son onto the bus every morning and I'm always there with a sunshiny good morning. Just even being like a nice good morning and have a nice day. It's always, just uplifting people's spirits, really.
I love it. I love what you said. And we also talked about Bob Proctor already. And he was famous, or still is, for his goal setting techniques, and how he said you have to put it on a goal card and carry it around with you, and then it must happen. So do you set goals for yourself or intentions? And what is one of your goals for 2024?
Yeah, I love setting goals. And I've got my three. I've got my small, medium and large goal for my book. So it's like selling 30,000, like looking for a bulk buyer to buy 30,000. And then the next goal is 1.5 million. And then the huge goal is 100 million copies in my book. So I'm mainly concentrating on book goals at the minute. And obviously I would like to collaborate with people on book projects as well. That's like a goal as well. So yeah, just
I love what you
obviously
said.
they're all raising my son, well with the Napoleon Hill principles, and just trying to just do my best. Really, just try to do my best in life.
I see this. You are so inspiring, getting the message out, Napoleon Hill's message about success, and then that there's a formula and there are laws of success, so we can learn this. And I also love that you mentioned there are goals. You have a goal that you can measure, right? So you put numbers on it, and you can exactly say when it is reached and when it's not yet reached, but in our minds, it's already done. This is so beautiful, Wow, thank you so much for sharing. And I have, of course, another question for you. And it is, when people reach out to you after listening to this podcast episode, how can they help you?
Well, you can connect with me. I've got my Facebook under GH Snedden. That's my author title. So you can connect with me through the Facebook or my TikTok account. It is you can connect with me through that as well if you wish to purchase a book.
I love that. And I'm sure you also write like dedications, or you sign your book for the people, right?
Yeah. It'd be a real honour to sign my book for anyone. It would be really lovely and a pleasure.
I love that. And do you have special offers or services?
At the minute, I'm just getting off the ground with the book, so it's just that is the offer and the service at the minute.
I love it. So please reach out to Gillian. She's amazing, and the book is amazing. Follow her on TikTok to see pictures of the book, as well as on Facebook. I'm sure she's a great connection and connector. And now it's time for your last message to the audience.
Always know you're loved. Love yourself and stay blessed.
I love that. Thank you so much, and see you in the next episode.
Thank you so much, Caroline. It's been a pleasure.